have here Honorable Cecilia Abena Dapaah, looking very gorgeous. Honorable, you're welcome to the dialogue.
Thank you very much, Jonas. Thank you.
Did I extensively introduce you, or it was?
I think
is that
so.
my bias?
I think it's in order. Since this is my first time, viewers need to know who we are.
Exactly.
And I believe, in a nutshell, you did a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now take the opportunity to say good morning to viewers and to wish them Happy New Year. I also wish Enetu a Happy New Year. I commend you for the good work and job you are doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Honorable, we've looked, let's quickly touch a little bit on some of these newspaper headlines. The President is telling the general public they should not be worried. His Martin Amidu's sword will cut left and right. It will cut on both his ministers and the ex-ministers, any public official who is found to, or
Exactly.
What's your take on that?
Exactly.
You were there yesterday.
I was there live.
Yes, and you were seated right by the
Yes.
the second gentleman of the land, Dr. Mahmoud.
Yes. I believe I like the third part of it.
Okay, go ahead.
Whoever holds a public office, yes, including all of us. So I believe if you are put in charge of the public purse, then you need to sit up to make sure, because I would say, in quote, sense of omission and commission will be your responsibility. So we are all to be on our toes to make sure we are on top of issues and we get involved in whatever is happening in our agencies and ministries to make sure we serve Mother Ghana well. And like he said, it's not a witch hunt or a wizard hunt.
It's a double-edged sword.
Someone says, if there are witches and wizards,
the one must not be hunted.
Exactly. So I believe it's good for Ghana, and the president has walked the talk. He said before he assumed the reins of power that when he's blessed to have the presidency, he will establish the special prosecutor's office. And he's done it in record time, I'll say.
Few weeks ago or a few months ago, people kept calling, when is it coming?
Exactly.
And now that chorus is like fading down.
It has ended.
Okay.
Completely.
To now, when is it starting?
Now he's done it. He has to go through vetting.
Yes, from
Parliamentary,
Parliament.
exactly. And then Parliament will resume on the 23rd.
Yeah.
And I believe processes will start to have him vetted. And I'm sure he will sail through humbly and assume office.
On which case they think
Martin
Amidu is going to kickstart with, and I wouldn't mind asking you the same.
I believe the priorities are there. Oyome is still hanging. I'm sure your boss's song is still relevant.
He's ready to make sure he sees that case.
And the nominee, has personally led a crusade to have our monies retrieved from Oyome. So I wouldn't be surprised if he starts with that.
That's just your prediction.
Yes. No, my take.
That's your take. Well, it looks like something you would support. You can also join us live on Facebook at Net2TVGH. We are streaming this show live on Net2TVGH on your Facebook. And you can also share with friends and family, both home and abroad. So you can also join us and also send your text messages, calls through 0240-550-899. 0240-550-899. We have with us Honorable Cecilia Abena Dapaah. She is the Minister for Aviation. And this ministry was created under the Executive Instrument 28. And it's been in existence since 1993. And it looks like after change of office, it went down and back. Tell us a little bit.
No, this is the second time.
This is the second time.
In recent times.
Okay.
As far as I can remember, that the ministry has been created. President Kufuor created it.
Okay.
We lost power. It was subsumed by the Ministry of Transport.
Oh, okay.
And then it's been brought back by His Excellency President Kufuor for obvious reasons. And I believe it is good because, like he said, he's in a hurry. And he has declared 2018 as a supersonic year. And I have also added in my ministry the year of deliverables.
I saw that in your office.
Exactly, because it's very important that we all must be in a hurry to make sure we make the change that Ghanaians voted us for. And I believe the president has led all of us to do a good work. He's so hardworking.
He is.
That it has rubbed on everybody.
Yeah.
We are all
It's like a spell on all of you, like everybody has to deal with time.
Yes. And we must fly around and make sure we achieve great results for Ghana. And we can do it.
Yes, we can.
With God on our side.
Exactly.
Now the battle has been won, and God is still in the saddle to chaperone us through all the things that we intend to do. So I believe we are up to the task, led by the able president, and he will not disappoint Ghanaians. Yes.
This ministry was created for a specific purpose, to take care of a very particular part of our system of transportation, the aviation part. But you know, people kind of look at it in a very simplistic form, or simple form, that it's just about planes. And tell us what.
Yes,
just
indeed.
Run us through a little bit.
Indeed, it is about planes.
Okay, but it's not just simply about planes.
And planes are not simple.
Of course.
You still get it.
Well,
that a plane will be loaded with so much luggage, so much cargo, so many passengers, and fly in the sky
for hours.
Do you still get it? It is not. Rather, it's a specialized ministry, and like you said, it's a, we have a multimodal transport system, railways, road transport. Where to go? Do you know the billions of flights that people take in a year?
Yeah, I can imagine, especially during break.
So at the end of the day, if you look at the IATA figures, which we have supplied to you, it's a nightmare. If you sit down and think through how many flights we have in a day, how many people that work within the aviation industry, and it's the safest mode of transportation. Billions traveling, and the whole of last year there was no accident.
Well, we thank God for that.
Yes.
And I heard that news and I was like, thank God, because sometimes some of us fly very frequently.
So aviation is not simple.
It is not that simple.
Aeronautics, is it simple?
It's never simple.
Exactly. So I think it's an erroneous impression.
Yeah.
Because people think you just sit in the plane and it takes off and that's it.
Yeah. It takes a lot.
What does it take to train a pilot?
Wow.
Crew. Handling, staff for handling, and even cargo on its own. It's a wide area.
Okay.
It's a wide, and it's the future for travel. Supersonic jets are going to come back.
Yes.
Where you can sit in the plane within an hour and a half, you are in New York from London.
I watched the documentary on the trial of the one that flew from Heathrow to New York within 2.5 hours.
Exactly.
And it flew, I think, on the back of the Concorde.
Yes.
But the few people who tested it, oh my God, some of them have ear pops. And
of course,
you
like, will have.
It's like...
And you think that is simple?
It's
a specialized area. And you have a lot of jargons, and if you even look at the types of aircraft, and the word aircraft, it's never in the plural.
Oh, I see.
If you are not in, you wouldn't know.
I see.
We never say aircrafts.
Say aircraft.
If it's 1,000, it's aircraft.
I see.
And you have the maintenance section.
Yeah.
You have, and it's a whole new world. So you need to engage us for us to.
We were certainly going to have a spot for the aviation ministry to be coming in weekly.
And the growth within the sector, plus the growth in tourism, has propelled a lot of nations to higher goods.
I was
in
reading
GDP.
about the expected growth in those bills.
Yes.
It's supposed to be like 5.6 in the next.
For Ghana, it's 7.
Wow.
Yes. Yes.
And that
Because
was quite.
we are still
impressive.
virgin.
Yeah,
you know.
Ghana, I say it's a virgin
Exactly.
land.
So I always appeal to Ghanaian businessmen and women to make sure they veer towards aviation.
Yeah.
And it's yielding results. I believe in Ghana.
I heard about the baby jet or the jet.
It's coming like
Yeah.
a kai, like I always tell people.
And
they
I
laugh.
was very touched by his
Exactly.
yeah,
And he's an example of a young, successful
entrepreneur, yeah.
Ghanaian
Yeah.
who has made it abroad and is coming back home.
Yeah, to pay back to pay.
Exactly.
That
And
is very smart of
it's
him
very
to
beautiful.
venture in the aviation
And
industry.
we were there to chaperone him through the
Oh, I
processes.
see.
That's why we are there. Like
Tell us some of your core mandates. Talking about why you were there. People think it's like any other ministry that you only go there for. Tell us a little bit.
no,
of
it's
your
a
core
policy.
mandates.
I would say it's a policy. It's a policy ministry.
Yeah.
And like I've said,
I wouldn't
already,
mind if my production team
I
can
will-
have that on the screen. for me.
Exactly. It's a policy formulation and coordination ministry, like I said. And it has oversight responsibility for the sector agencies, which are mainly 2 big ones, Ghana Airport Company Limited and Ghana Civil Aviation Authority. And, you know, they provide, Civil Aviation Authority regulates all permits are granted through them. They make sure safety is paramount for passengers and for airlines and for every aircraft that enters the airspace of Ghana. And it has the mandate to also lead us through the bilateral agreements.
Yeah.
You know, in aviation, we have African countries that have signed onto a declaration, which has now become a decision, the Yamoussoukro decision.
Okay.
You know, and that means our airwaves should be liberalized for African states.
And you also, do you grant licenses for air traffic or air transportation
That's what I said.
operations? Yeah.
It's GCA that does it.
The
If
Ghana
you want to bring
Civil
in an
Aviation,
airline,
yes.
you have to go through the processes of getting permits to be able to bring in an aircraft to do the business.
Okay.
And we go to the extent of inspecting the aircraft at source.
Okay.
We look at the maintenance operations
I see.
at source before we even allow the aircraft to fly to Ghana. And when it's here, demonstration flights are done and all the safety precautions are done before you are given the permit and approval to do business in Ghana. And it's linked up to the UN agency ICAO.
Okay.
Exactly, based in Canada. So it's not child's play.
Yeah.
You know, because one mistake can lead
Yeah,
to a lot of problems, I would say, not fatalities, but problems. So we insist and are strict on a regulation process. You know, Ghana Airport Company Limited, I would say, is the commercial side. They are in charge of all the airports and aerodromes in Ghana.
Okay.
And you know, we have only one international airport.
That is the Kotoka International.
Exactly.
Airport. Oh, okay.
and
Does
this
that bank the fact that Kumasi was almost?
was never, and it's never. It's now that we are going to do the Terminal 2, to bring it to the status
of an international
airport.
Wow, that's coming from the Ministry
Yes,
of Aviation.
yes.
Kumasi was never and has never been
No.
an international airport.
No.
It's yet to
Yes.
attain the status of an international airport.
Yes.
That is very brilliant. Let's quickly look at some of highlights of some of your key achievements so far. You've done great. I was looking through some of the literature, some of the materials we had from your ministry. You've done very, very, policy approval granted. Walk us through a little bit. And if my production team can screen some of this on the screen, we'll be very, very grateful to see, so our viewers can also see some of this, either the videos or some of the materials that were given.
I believe, first and foremost, when you are given a mandate as a minister to head a ministry, you need to familiarize yourself with what the ministry is all about. Then you tie that in to government's vision. In our manifesto, the president always relates his vision to that of the manifesto and then the achievables thereof. And it's in our manifesto to make Ghana the hub of aviation in the West African region. And we are on course. We came in to meet like 35 airlines doing business in Ghana, including 10 cargo. Now we have 37. And this year, Qatar Airways is coming. And we have Baby Jet Airlines that is coming. And we have others that I will not speak about.
Well,
now.
hopefully mine will also come.
That will come in. And I know you veer into that, so I'll make a statement on it. Stable.
Yes.
You know, they have suspended operations. And we have also asked them to suspend operations. For now, investigations are going on. The black box has been sent to France for us to know what actually happened, for the skidding to take place. So at the end of the day, like I said, Ghana is still virgin in the aviation world. And Ghanaians are welcome to do business with us. And this morning, I'm summoning the manager of British Airways to the office to register a displeasure vis-a-vis the bed bugs that have been found on a plane bound for Ghana, Accra, Kotoka International Airport. And I believe it's all in order. You know, first and foremost, I want to touch on the first ever aerospace air show that we had in Ghana under the patronage of His Excellency the President. And that was a huge success. We had about 3,000 visitors. And this was a specialized air show. It wasn't open to the public, but we had 3,000 people who are familiar or who deal with aviation who came in. And we had 136 exhibitors, including Ghanaian companies. We also have toured all aviation lands. We have toured all airports.
And I saw you in some of the videos in your safety. And I would like my production team to keep showing some of the touring videos.
Exactly.
And I was like, wow.
We toured the whole Ghana.
You did in Paga, you went to all those places.
Yes. Because you need to know what you have so that you can improve upon what you came to meet. So, and I must appreciate the chief regent of Yendi.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
he's giving us 12,000 acres of land to use for aviation related, the regent, So, and we already have land, 26,000 acres given by Otumfo in Ankase for aviation projects. And like I said, we are going to have the phase 2 of Kumasi Airport, which will be brought up to international standard, which can take 737-800. So therefore, I'm in talks with the airlines, those who are interested, and I'm getting very positive vibrations from them. People will board in Kumasi, transit in Accra,
and just go straight to maybe Heathrow, to JFK.
Exactly.
I mean, once you have Boeing's landing there, you should be able to.
So at the end of the day, this is a vision that will be fresh and new, and people are excited about it.
Let's veer off a little bit from this achievement. I'm sure you can talk about achievements
the whole day
and more. But what are you also doing? And I can tell your videos we have on our screens. You look so worked out, like you've been touring, and it shows in your face, and that is quite impressive of a lady and a leader doing what men can do, or I wouldn't say you can do better.
We do better.
I won't support that. But equally, yes. You're doing wonderful. But what else are you doing to attract patronage? Because I remember when Virgin Atlantic was folding back, they were like, the taxes were high, and also the business is not that booming at the time. Is your ministry partnering or kind of working out something that will with maybe this travel and tour agencies, holiday companies?
Okay. What I've done is to bring out the synergies between my ministry and the Ministry of Tourism.
Okay.
I initiated working together with the ministry, and we have formed a joint committee, ministerial committee.
Okay.
Because if you take countries like Mauritius, Egypt, even South Africa, the airlines, that's why we want the home-based carrier.
Yes.
You know, a hub will not be successful without a home-based carrier. And this is why government has given approval for us to start the processes of searching for a strategic partner for the home-based carrier. And this will link up with tourism. And the yields, like I said, to GDP is phenomenal.
Yeah, and
if you look at Mauritius,
that's what I was going to say. You went to Mauritius, Arab Emirates, Egypt.
Exactly. And all these extensive travels
was to bring partners.
Exactly. Virgin, the first month we started making contacts. And you know, the boss,
Rich,
exactly. He's sold part of his shares.
Yes, he has.
So we are still pursuing that. We even tried pursuing a huge airline to compete with British Airways on the lap of Accra, London, Accra. We haven't dropped that.
You're still fighting
because
for that.
the monopoly of British Airways, exactly. And I believe Ghanaians deserve better.
We do deserve better.
And when I meet them, I'll tell them.
We do deserve better.
Yes. And like we have an MOU with Air Mauritius, and we also have a proposal from Ethiopian Airlines, which we are studying. And then is also interested in talking to us, and we are interested in talking to them.
That's
about teaming up Africa World Airlines. Yes.
I like the fact that you give also local companies the chance to come on board.
If I had my way,
treat them same.
Exactly. If I had my way, I'll go for local. Because I'm always encouraging them, because I believe we can find our solutions here. And it's the conducive atmosphere created by His Excellency and his government that I believe will make private Ghanaian enterprises thrive. The Ghanaian people, you know, they are industrious, hardworking, and they want to put their money where their mouth is. So I believe all these overtures will soon yield results. And in the pipeline, like I said, we have other people who are also interested in bringing other options on board. So like I keep on reiterating, this is the year of deliverables. We will have domestic airlines coming in, and our strategic partnership will be pursued to its logical conclusion for the home-based airline. And we have various projects which are ongoing. You know, governance, like the president said, if you're a contractor and you indeed did work for government, you'll be paid.
Sure.
Governance is a continuum, and he's the main proponent of it. When we came in, certain projects were like 2%
done.
We've now moved it to 23%.
That's good.
The ANS, like Air Navigation Services building, T3, Terminal 3, the famous Terminal 3. We've moved it further. It's about 85% to completion. Whole airport, they will hand over in March.
Wow.
Why airport is ready to be commissioned. We were praying for the maiden flight so that the president could commission the airport as well. And
but before you go that far, as part of your trips in pooling partners to help the aviation ministry or the aviation system in Ghana, you're also given a mandate to host the IATA 2018, I think. Was it in Jordan?
We are talking to them.
You're still talking to them. So hopefully you'll be hosting the 2018.
Because they invited me to Jordan. And
how did you do that? Did you use
if you ask my PA, she'll tell you, because I almost turned it down.
Wow.
Because I was busy.
Okay.
But I realized I was the only minister they invited. To give, to read a paper. And I was impressed with their setup, and I appealed to them that the next meeting for Africa and the Middle East should be held in Ghana, because we have all the ingredients to host huge conferences. We did it for ICAO in February, and we can do it again. So I believe the sky is the limit. We have the full support of the President and Cabinet, like for every ministry, and we are ready to deliver this year.
And that's what I'm talking about. You see, some of these things brings Ghana onto the into the limelight.
Yes.
It brings attention
Yes.
and bring people to visit Ghana.
Yes.
And they can also, it's not like a hearsay, okay, Ghana is a virgin economy or country that you can come in and establish something. But when they visit through these conferences and other programs, they can now come and visit Ghana and know what Ghana feels like and what it is like.
Exactly.
And then kind of confirms what they've heard about Ghana.
It's true. Because we have this, we had a meeting with investors in jet travels. They are in one of these African countries, but they believe Ghana is where they should be. That was unsolicited. Like you are saying, we have placed Ghana on the aviation map internationally and nationally. And now the attractions are coming.
Coming left,
and
right.
he came in to see us. He wants to establish and bring in his own fleet.
Wow.
Exactly. So we will provide the local content for him to have the business established. And they are into 42 countries worldwide. They come in, train locals to take over, and they leave.
Wow.
Yes, for the business to thrive. And this is very good. This is what we want. Ghana beyond aid. You know?
Honorable,
yes.
We will take a quick break, and when we're back, I think we'll open the phone lines for about 2 or 3 callers, and then we get back into the ministry and happenings there. They've made some keynote achievements. They've really done well compared to other ministries that were set up under the executive instrument. And so we need to bring it to the light. Like I said earlier on, this is the only field, or this is the only show that brings the people that matters, the people who have the information you need, the facts behind the figures, who will tell you the true story as you would want to hear. And you can put your questions to them and expect them to answer. You can give them your suggestions and expect to see it materialize the following day or two. This is the dialogue here at Net2 TV. You can also follow us live on Net2 TV GH on Facebook, Net2 TV GH. And when we come back, we open the phone line for a few phone calls and then come to Honorable Cecilia Abena Dapaah. Send me the account.
Very good.
We'll be right back. The conversation behind the cameras are always, always, always a very interesting ones. And I'm sorry you missed them, but like we've always been saying, one of these days we'll have a studio guest seated, and so they can partake, and we'll show you the happenings. This is the dialogue here at Net2 TV. I said earlier on, you can follow us at Net2 TV GH on Facebook Live, Net2 TV GH, and you can also join us on 0240-550-899, 0240-550-899. The phone numbers are on your screens. We have Honorable Cecilia Abena Dapaah. She is the Minister of Aviation here in Ghana, and she is loaded. She's telling us everything we need to know about the aviation ministry, the Ghana Civil Aviation, the Ghana Airport Authority, and even beyond. She's even giving us, I think we have a caller on the line. Hello? Hello, your name and where you're calling from? Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Your name and where you're calling from? I think we lost the caller. But yeah, you can call in and then tell us your views or share your comments with us. 0240 550 899. The phone numbers are on your screens. We have Honorable Cecilia Dapaah here with us. Honorable, following the deduction or the removal of the 17.5 VAT on domestic airlines, tell us what you've seen in the operations or in the ministry.
I believe the removal was in line with our manifesto pledge that when we come to power, to aid us get the hub status in Ghana, in the West African region, as well as make air travel easy on Ghanaians. The pledge was redeemed in our first budget, and 17.5% of the VAT charged on domestic air tickets was removed. and that propelled air travel by 23%.
Yeah, that's like a significant
chunk.
Yeah, it's like a jump up.
Exactly, and it did. And this is what redeeming pledges positively
and timely.
And timelessly, yes, can impact air travel, and consequently, people who do business also were relieved and are still relieved. We are always monitoring the airlines to make sure that people, Ghanaians, benefit.
Oh no, but I think we have a caller on the line. Let's. Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning. Your name and where you're calling from?
Actually, this is Joe because of Fit Maggie.
Yo, me that's Joe. Your Honorable Cecilia Dapaah. So what take a cry? Also, the other person now they will be sunny again.
Ah, okay. The mama say, the mama so.
Yeah.
Ah, the mama say, and say, what boy man on my dear person now, my Ghana. The Mishano. The friend say, me and I do no say, you say, you but to be a man and I do, and no Benjamin. So, it's a bonfire morning and I do now, I think I'm going to be a man and I do, and when you are. Now, so this is as a minister of Manti. The local benefits of Manti, by the Yanaz Mama, the friend said, big deal, I'm Pijan and I don't to go MPP. The Masaka can say, anyway, I have done another as a pass, a question to buy now. Why you be Pia, my come, I wanted to be done like a by a friend, Mr. Far and me. The friend say, a commander from the bar, or share a car.
You.
Also, commander from one to an interior car.
And I want to say, or maybe, or so be a free Kumasi, but deliberately give someone a chance to speak. Our Hello FM, intimate high. That's what council a better channel.
And if you're more than one of my exit, commander from me, I say, a bear pa. You. It will take us for me, a bumper to meet my customer by the you. If you call by a quality, you know, but I want to get something. You,
that's it. Okay. That was, I think, just anyway, send out to Joe. I mean, me, I'm to send or can say, oh, will be from Kumasi. I think a guy from Hello FM. So, yes. Joe, that's it. Moshe from Kumasi, and so the master said, Moshe all the way, check Kumasi. I don't know, we haven't said still, or don't know Kumasi mine in tea. I don't know, but let me give you a few minutes to just say a few. I think you have some few people you would like to.
Oh, yes. They did kind of to me at the Yamias for Kumasi 4. 2 4 so mano achi. Sana me mama na na odenya akoso mechia no ne menua no. Na bantama constituency so me mego ho nyina mechia wo. So mo mama akwanya no na me DMP ho no. Omo boa me papa. Still a mo da makoma so me so me da o makoma so. Ti echia obia.
You. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Ibrahim.
Go ahead.
Hello, Ibrahim, calling from La Paz.
Ibrahim, can you please turn down the volume on your TV set?
Okay, it's okay. It's on mute.
Go ahead.
Okay, hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. I think first time in 8 years, I can hit my chest and see the aviation industry is working now.
Thank you.
I can hold my heart and cross my heart and see Cecilia Dapaah is the person. She's the one. God bless her. Nana is just God sent. And we pray for long life. We pray for health. We pray for success. But there's one thing. I teach in one of the aviation schools in the country. When our students complete their courses, for them to get a place for attachment, because something. You go round from one aviation office to another. You'll be going to the airport and nobody is ready to just give them an opportunity to serve for 3 months attachment. And what is she doing about this? Or what can she do to help? Because the youth are willing to serve their country. Once again, my name is Ibrahim Dimash. Thank you.
Okay, Ibrahim. Hello, Ibrahim. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, so what you are basically asking is what she's doing about the students who train in the aviation industry and go around from a company to another looking for an opportunity to do their internship, right?
Yes, internship, right.
Yes, and we have here with us the minister herself, so she's more than capable and able to answer. Thank you very much, Ibrahim, and keep watching. I'm sure she will touch on that for you briefly. Honorable,
Ibrahim, thank you. Ibrahim, thank you very much and good morning. I believe the question is very well placed. We have national service personnel who every year are posted to the aviation sector. We are now compiling all the institutions that deal with aviation, and very soon we'll come out with a formula to help place some of them in the institutions that we have.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
We have another caller on the line. Hello, good morning, and your name, where you're calling from?
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. The Kumasi for what to say? Koso.
Na forms here by Ishiaesu constituency. Tuesday end of the
and they shut down both forms be also, but forms bensin out there. Forms they're importing MPP for forms now say.
MPP for the
oh, Anka after program no friend on the honorable can answer why? We need the one now. Where say be an year can ya but all the same near share and ra the nado share media no Flagstaff House ni omo ni omo kan ye yenya ministers who ha on here can about if you machine 1.2 ni ehun hihye so who bibi kan you are more than welcome to put that across, but I never person can also of course between after same line after the show near the wama honorable nanka wa hwe so between you bibi amawa. Okay, I think she dropped the line or we missed the call. But she was trying to talk about something that's a bit related to what we're talking about. Nah, Honorable, it's young also about a little bit of one. Okay, this is about the last call for today, and then Honorable has a lot to tell us. Hello, your name and where you're calling from? Nyamiadum na wonso
Nyamiadum, we do.
Bodini
do.
Aha. Koso.
Na. Okay.
Koso yetio.
We be Mama Chairman MP, Honorable Emmanuel Diaz, Atman the Just South MP. Mama Chair Amoku, MC Watman the Ghana Chamo Pong.
Okay.
But I am sure I my power, Mincha, Chama FM to first vice national maintain. Now Mama Chair, Emmanuel Tono, and with my power on Poma, Ghana. What's the man Cecilia Abena Dapaah. Now, the American can say, everybody will have done to Kufu about any entity bumping in Papa, and now we'll share and talk while we share one ya. If you are for come, and I almost almost put up question, you will have done to Kufu and that day, say you won't now come. Now, maybe as I can, we will be bad, yeah, customers will put a you have done to Kufu and the check. Come to Mani Mahama. Ministers, any diseases will be our better woman, minor chrono, maybe your mind sitter, and the ministers can know to the man, Mahama, Memum, and this and no woman, or what is that done at Jacob and US. I never not talk when you're quite big down of 1 Africa watching because you have to start done at Jacob US, and US body of Koyama Ghana, after Pia Prop and because of the man, Mahama, Columbia, or basically the minister taking what we can say. I control of the board Ghana Chrono, and dear lawyer woman. Because what I done, I have no, you have done a chrono, but prepare anything about them from Ghana. The best thing I done for Kufa, so if you my family to about one of the prosecutor at Apple, phoning in Anna, or Quamitia, or what I want Chamo Montana, 1 per Montana, year, or for Montana, or no Montana, the best thing that I'm proposing, and so who will be to take the party or about the 3.6 million, and for the car, when you're 30.6 million, let me know education. Why don't you hit the 1 million? I start for taking my 1 million so for the farm. 1 million, I think I wanted to talk about you. And so this is for the start down with the target. You are down for about 1 year to 1 year. And it's that the papa pay fan over to your mom. I do not take kind of crap. You know, but only my name.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. I know they're gonna phone a better. And I would just say, yeah, Nanadu Danko Kufado no Jimre Dina or Nimra Yujumainti, Bibiania or Bayane Mrapanso. Honorable, we have it's amazing. You know, when you open the phone lines, people tend to speak their mind, and sometimes I like it, but for the sake of time, just run us through. We were having my production team. Can we show the pictures of the development at the airports, if we have them. Now, you can about the airports, so they are from where you met it. Because certainly we've had times when governments change and they go like, we need a project here in Twasu and abandoned project. Yeah. But you are actually pushing it way faster than it is.
The president, like I said, is a good leader. He's a magnificent human being. And he knows that every loan that has been collected, generations are going to pay.
Can we have the pictures or the videos from the airport, please?
With some of these projects, we have to complete them to make sure the loans, that the loans are
useful.
put to good
use.
Good conclusion.
Yeah.
So this Terminal 3 will have the capacity of processing 5 million passengers a year.
Wow.
Yes, projected for the next 10 years, and they can process every hour about 1,200 passengers.
Every hour.
Exactly.
Wow, that's like getting the airport very busy.
Exactly. So therefore, we have positioned Ghana. We would have positioned Ghana strategically in the sub-region. You know, Senegal has just opened their new airports. It took them 10 years to do.
Wow.
Exactly. So from start to finish, this may be 3 years. And it's a huge impetus to the aviation sector. And I believe great things, which I'll talk about later, will happen.
We'll keep inviting you.
When the airport is commissioned.
Yeah, I can tell on our screens.
This is the Air France.
Yeah.
It has ceased working, coming here since 1963.
Wow. I think I was
President Akufo-Addo's government came in and they are back doing good business. And I believe it's all in order. This was at one of those trips, on one of those trips.
Visits.
And I think this was in the Western region. No, Central, en route to the Western region. You've seen the Central Regional Minister behind me, Kwame Nadankan. We went to view the land earmarked for an airstrip for the Central region.
And I heard it was called Cape Coast, but in actual fact or in geographical location, it's supposed to be Elmina. So I was corrected on one of the literature, not this very one, but the site.
This particular one was in the Central region.
Okay.
Which has Elmina.
Oh, okay.
As part, but it's not too far from the main road, so I believe.
Is it the one near Ankafu? Is it? No.
En route, I think, to,
Yeah.
It's by the roadside. It's not too far from the main road. And this was the Terminal 3.
Yeah.
When the AFDB MD was in Ghana, you know, they gave us, they sponsored part of the loan, syndicated loan. So he went on inspection and we took this picture. He's the one in orange, the AFDB, African Development Bank MD. And this was interestingly in my cloth. And,
the same.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. Yes. And this was also a visit to, I think, GCA, when I went there to address.
This is the picture
staff.
I was talking about.
Yes.
You can tell you're really, really on the ground, making sure things.
Yes, yes, yes. You need to, because if you sit in the office, you wouldn't know what is going on. You don't want to be
an armchair
minister. No, never.
That is
never, because this was in the Western region. We went to Princess Town.
Yeah. And
to look at, you've seen Honorable Catherine Feku.
Yeah.
To my left.
Yes.
You know, we went together.
Minister.
Yes, and the Deputy Minister, Kobi. And this was still in the Western region. I think we spent about 3 days viewing all the Air Force base as well as the land earmarked for an airport.
So basically you are all over trying to make sure every region or everything that is covered under your ministry is taken care of. We have a caller on the line. We done? Okay. So, Honorable, you've done all this. People are also asking, Ghana Airways, we've lost it. Are we going to get it back?
We are going to get a home-based airline. If you say Ghana Airways, is it the name that we want to bring back or an airline? So I believe we need a home-based airline that will perform the same role
As Ghana Airways was
as
doing.
the national carrier. That's
Ah.
why the name Ghana Airways is put on the national airline.
Mm.
And I believe the way to go now is to have a home-based airline, which has strategic partners.
Mm.
You know, being fully owned by
the
government
Ghana.
is not the way to go.
Oh, okay.
And cabinet has given the approval
Okay.
for us to do a home-based carrier, which is an airline with strategic partners.
Mm. So how far are we looking at that?
We have Ethiopian Airlines interested. They brought proposals. We have Air Mauritius also interested, waiting for their proposals. We've signed an MOU with them. And our own hour is also talking to us.
Great.
And we are open to other Ghanaian businesses and businessmen
Who can
and
also-
women who can also come on board to team up with us. And ultimately, my dream is one day having a home-based airline with shares flown on the stock market.
Thank you very much. That was Honorable Honorable Cecilia Abena Dapaah. We were talking about the pictures, and so Honorable Katnafik was on my mind. But yes, Honorable Cecilia Abena Dapaah, she's the Minister of Aviation, and she's giving us lengthy details. These are details you will only get here on the dialogue, and we will be handing over to Amofa. He's ready in his seat for the national agenda. We'll bring the minister and or somebody from his ministry or her ministry here to continue this conversation, and we'll take your phone calls and suggestions again. My name is Jonas Abedienin, and we are out for today.